Testing. There we are. Okay. All right, going live here. We are going to do our winner for the blaster boxes. Let's make sure everything's working here. And as we do that, I'm going to be going through some of my old cards here and packing them up for giveaway, basically. Not a channel giveaway, but for giving away to the Children's Hospital. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me get some team bags really quick. Okay, I'm basically almost out of team bags. So anyway, we'll pack a few of these up and then we're going to go through. I like to look through them really quickly and make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me turn my light on. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go through these here. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing, but these are all going to go to giveaway. These are nice cards too. These are really cool cards. I'm thinking that some kid's going to really enjoy these. Going through and looking at the chromes. Got like Gunnar Henderson. Got some good cards in here. Got an Ellie in there. These are all kind of cool cards, right? And so these, I'm going to pack up. Now I have tons of cards, like base cards. And these are all, I think these are all pretty much base cards. Right here. These are all base cards. So anyway, I kind of put them in these team bags and then give them away. And so that's what I usually do. But I always kind of like to look through them really quickly, just make sure that I'm not giving away something that's worth a ton of money or something that I want to keep. So just in case I miss something, it's possible I'm going to miss like a refractor. Refractors are kind of hard to see on this year's stuff, at least for me. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. But that's what I do. So I just kind of put these in some nice team bags and give them away. But we are going to do our blaster giveaway. I've been meaning to do that. It's just I've been pretty busy. And so my giveaway video, whoa, come on. Come on. Okay. My giveaway video was last week. And so, okay, can I? Okay, I don't know how to put these in this bag, apparently. Come on, nice and simple. There we... Well, they kind of don't really fit. That's part of the issue. Okay. We'll take a few of them out. They don't really fit. Okay. Anyway, so there we go. Let's see. That's 2 of them so far. And then we got more. These are the other Topps Chrome. And then we had some Finest as well. And some nice ones like Chase Burns rookie. I mean, there's some nice ones I'm leaving in here, right? Vladdy, Mookie Betts. I mean, some people are going to really enjoy these. Mike Trout. Yeah. Okay, let's not do that. Okay. And in fact, I might be able to fit all these into one team bag. Let's see. This is the most recent stuff I've opened. And there's like, I don't know what it is, but one of these is really warped. That happens obviously with Topps Chrome, but or any Chrome. All right, can I get this into a single team bag? That is the question. I kind of, okay, well, that didn't happen. Okay. All right, ran out of team bags, broke that team bag trying to fit all these in there. So that ain't happening. All right. So let's go ahead, get some more team bags here. Whoop. Put these in here. Yeah, so let me know what you guys do with your base cards or any other cards that, again, you just have kind of sitting around. I have boxes. I've already given away several boxes of cards, but like, just to give you an example here, like, here's what I'm looking to look through right now. This is 20, what is that? My handwriting's terrible. 2020 something. Topps Series 2. What is this year? Is this 2020? That's 2022. Wow. 2022. Wow. We're going to see. So these should all just be basically base cards. Who's the rookie this year? Is that Bobby Witt, maybe? You know, so I don't know, maybe future stars. Tristan McKenzie. It's kind of fun to always go back through these anyway. There's Andrews, man, back with Oakland here. Gleyber Torres, back with the Yankees. I don't even know where Gleyber Torres is now. Dalton Varsho. He's with the Blue Jays, or was last year. Okay. Blackman. Pretty sure he's retired now, right? Man, a lot of these are horizontal cards. Tons of these. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. How many of these can I fit? I'm going to try and put these with these chromes. Can I fit those? That might be too much. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do a bag. Let's put these away. Let's do the giveaway here pretty soon. We'll make sure that we'll go through and we're going to pick this based off of the comments. And so let's bag up. We'll bag up these really quickly. I think I've gone through pretty much most of these. That's fine. So anyway, it's interesting to see who's still in the league, who's not in the league. Where were they at the time? Gavin Lux. I'm not even sure if Lux. I'm sure he's actually, you know, he probably is still in the league. Josh Bell with the Nationals, man. So, all right, let's put these in a bag. Since these are not chrome, I can actually probably fit more in a single bag, but we'll do that on the next round here, since I can probably fit more. Okay. All right. So stack those up, lots of bags, and I just put those usually in a box. So, all right, what I'm going to do now is let's go to let me go to my YouTube here if I can. Let's see if we can find it. And we'll bring this up, and we're going to do a random comment picker. That's what we're going to do. So let me go to my channel. And let's do this here. All right, we'll kind of put these on the same thing here. Let's go. Do I have this here? Okay, I do. Good. All right, so here we are. This is the giveaway video. So what we're going to do is we're going to click that. We're going to grab this. So this is the giveaway video, and I don't think I've missed any comments now. What I mean by that is I like to reply to these, right? I like to make sure I reply to everything. Okay, we're going to go to random picker. We're going to put that in there. We're going to filter out any duplicate users. One winner. We got to add those up. So what's that going to be? 30. Make sure I can add 32. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think there's any other settings really here to do. Okay, I think what I do, if I remember correctly, is I get the comments. Okay, so we have 24 unique comments. There we go. We got the comments. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to pick the winner. The winner is Jason Card Exchange. Okay, so that's the winner right here. Congratulations. Let me double check, make sure he's on there right. This is the date for today. There's that. And let's go find Jason on here. I'm just curious, right? Where's Jason Card Exchange? And we'll respond. There's Jason. Okay. Jason Card Exchange. You are the winner. You are the winner. Boom, boom. All right. There we go. Congratulations, Jason. All right. Close that. And that's that. All right. So let's go back to a few of these. Okay, so congratulations, Jason, on that. You get the 2 blaster boxes. And so send me a message. You should be able to find my email under my YouTube. Hey, there's Anthony. Send me an email or whatever. Let me know where you want me to send those 2 blaster boxes. And I will send them there. Okay, let me go back here. I want to make sure I'm checking this correctly. Yeah, so make sure you do that there. And I'll get those sent out to you, right? So we have our next giveaway, though. Once I get to 1,000 subs, we're going to be giving away a Hobby Box 2026 Topps Chrome. That's what we're going to be giving away, right? So, man, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I wanted to do that giveaway. A little late on the giveaway. I wanted to do it a couple of days ago, but life's been busy. And so just trying to find a time to do it. So there we go. Marcus Semien no longer with Texas. AJ Pollock, man, he was good for the Dodgers, and I know a lot of Dodgers were upset that a lot of Dodger fans were upset that he got moved back in the day. This is obviously years ago. I did not know I had so much 2022, but apparently I did. So there we go. Okay. Let's put that in the bag here. Boom. I don't know how lives normally, like, because I'm kind of watching my live here, and this delayed by a little bit. I don't know how much these are normally delayed by. I'm gonna have to look that up. Or if maybe they're supposed to be delayed. I still do have my stream bitrate warning, and I need to figure out a little bit. I need to do a little bit better on the lives here because I want to do more of them. I always remember Ryan Mountcastle because I think I got his auto in a. I think it was like Topps Tribute or something. I don't know. I got his auto in something. It was was a couple years ago, and I was just like, "Who's Ryan Mountcastle?" It's just always stuck with me. All right, these are all horizontals. Okay. Kevin Kiermaier, back with the Rays, played for the Dodgers, got a World Series ring. Kyle Farmer, former Dodger as well, made his debut with the Dodgers. Good player, though, generally, as far as I know. I haven't followed his career a whole lot. Gausman, he's still with the Blue Jays, I believe. Trey Turner really wanted to go East Coast, apparently. Jordan, Dodger prospect. Is this Severino? This is Luis Severino. Okay, I'm thinking of a different player. Okay, so we're gonna again just kind of packaging these up for giveaway. I actually got an email, or I was informed about an email from the Children's Hospital. I think they really appreciated me giving them some of these packs, and hopefully they're super useful, and the kids there enjoy going through them. I hope. I think it's a great way to use some of your cards, especially your base cards and things that just you may not really want necessarily, right? And so and as you can see, like, even with now, these are all like paper base, right? Still a lot of players in here, a lot of players, rookies, all sorts of stuff, right? But even with the chrome, I'm going to leave some chromes, and I'm going to give away some chromes, give away some, all that sort of stuff. And sorry, I don't know if you can hear my dog or not. He's over here, and he wants to go out, so I might let him out of my room here. Let me make sure I can fit all of these. Austin Barnes. Okay. All right. I'm going to let my dog out here real quick because Lorenzo Cain. Wasn't he with the Royals? What am I thinking about with Lorenzo Cain? Again, you look back on some of these cards and some of these players, and you're like, hey, Jason Card Exchange. Yeah, so I see you in the chat there. Man. So you won. Okay, let's see if I can fit these in this team bag. So congrats, man. Let me know if you can find my email. You should be able to email me on, just go to my YouTube thing. You should be able to see that. Let's see. And send me an email and let me know where you want me to send those to blaster boxes. Top Series 1. Okay, let me dog out real quick. Yeah, so if you guys have dogs, you kind of know what they're like, right? They're like, I want in, I want out, I want in, I want out. You're over here, I want to go over there. Why is the door closed? Well, I mean, that's how dogs are, right? Man, I don't know why I have so much 2022 base. See, I look at this, I'm like, when did apparently I bought a bunch of, this was Series 2? So apparently I watched a lot of, or I bought a lot of Series 2 or something. I don't know. Chris Sale back with Boston. Paul Goldschmidt. Adames back with the Brewers. I wonder what was Adames? I think Adames was a free agent when he signed. I think he was. I think he was a free agent for the Giants to sign him, I believe. I don't think it was a trade. I think it was a free agent. I remember back then the Dodgers were kind of in need of a shortstop. This was before Mookie moved over. And Adames came off of a big year. Fairly big year. And he got a payday for it. Man, I am always... So Jason, if you go to my YouTube page, let me see if I can just... if you go to my YouTube page, you should be able to look there and find it. Or you can go on X. I'm on X as well. So if you go on X, you can just DM me there. I don't know if you have an X account. But if you want to go on X instead of doing the email thing, you could go to my X account. I'm just Pat Collects on X, and you can just like follow me and send me a DM on there. That works as well. So either way. So hopefully you heard that. So let me actually type in here. So on my YouTube homepage, or go to my X account and DM me. Something like that. So that might be easier. Muncie, Dodgers legend. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm on X and I'm following everyone doing their stuff at the National. I would love to go, but I've never been. I don't go to a lot of card shows. I would like to. I've gone to some local card shows, and I'm in Bakersfield, California, and I've gone to some, and we have an okay hobby scene here for Bakersfield, for the Central Valley. But it's not, it's not crazy. It's not like if I lived in Southern California and go to some bigger card shows. So, hey, Jack Flaherty. Yeah. So, anyway, it's interesting. So I would love to go to the National though at some point. I need to make sure though, if Jason, if you message me on X, that it's verify that it's actually you. I don't need some random person saying, "Hey, I'm Jason. I won the thingy," and I send him. I am like picking too many cards or something. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, let's set those aside. Let's go through these. Austin Barnes, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I would love to go, but I got a job, I got a wife, I got kids, I have responsibilities, and I can't necessarily. Luis Arise with the Twins. I can't necessarily do that, right? So you have the National, at least this year it's in Chicago. Fanatics Fest, I would love to go to. If I have to pick one, I would pick Fanatics Fest. I believe Fanatics Fest is in New York. And I'm on the West Coast, so I am really far away. And so that would be a big trip for me. Bueller. Big trip, and take a lot of time and so forth, right? And then on top of that, if I go to the show, I'd like to actually either buy something or whatever. I mean, I have cards that I could potentially take with me. Sorry, I'm moving my trash can over so I can throw those away easier. I have cards with me that I could take to trade. I could do some trades, maybe things like that, but I'd like to also make some purchases, right? Or if you're doing like a big trade, you might have to trade some cards and also have some cash involved. Whatever happened to Hader? Is he like injured right now or something? Did he get moved? Right, Hader was with San Diego. Obviously, San Diego has Mason Miller now. These are just questions I have when I'm going through this stuff, right? Where is Josh Hader? Is he still with San Diego? I don't know why he would be if they have Miller, right? Unless he's just injured or who knows. So I've thought like, oh, maybe next year I could go to Will Myers back with the Padres. Maybe next year I can go to the Nationals. It's probably not going to happen, right? I have other plans, other things that I'm trying to get done that cost money. And what I do here with cards is it's a hobby. Okay, now let's see if this can fit in here. I don't know. I'm trying. My gosh, I cannot measure this out. I cannot measure these out to fit. I don't know. I'm always having this much left over every time. I'm trying to get these measured out. Okay. All right, let's try and get this next one. So slowly stacking those. Okay, we're going to do, hopefully, I think this is a smaller stack, but if I stack this on top, that's probably too big, right? So I probably grabbed too much again. Luis Castillo, man. 2022, back in time. 2022. Now, if I had like an Ohtani in here, I haven't seen an Ohtani. Maybe I've skipped it. But Kenley Jansen. Still with the Marlins. Sandy. Alcantara. Trace Thompson. Verdugo in Boston. Aaron Nola. He's been with Phillies forever, I believe. Zach Gallen. So, yeah. I don't think I can fit the other stack in there. So, we're going to go ahead and just do normal team bag here. Okay. Let me check here. Let's see. Boom. Oh, this is Jason. Okay. Jason Card Exchange. Okay, messaged me on X. That works too. Okay, I'm gonna get a smaller group so I can put. Okay, that's got to be small enough, right? Okay. Do. Jordan. MVP this year. Most likely. Most likely. Former Dodger prospect. Traded to the Astros, I think, for Josh Fields. You know, people talk about the Dodger prospects never turn into anything. Well, one of them's about to be an MVP, so Miguel Vargas is having an all-star year. So most prospects don't pan out. Most prospects, not just most prospects don't. But every now and then they do, right? Every now and then. Every now and then those prospects pan out and they end up becoming either good MLB players or they become all-stars or MVPs even, right? So Jordan's an example of that. Houston won that trade. But you don't know. You don't know at the time, right? I mean, you have some guys that come up through the minors, and for example, you look at like with the Dodgers, who was it? James Outman. Guy was amazing in the minors. Couldn't handle the big league level. Just couldn't really do it, and he'd get sent back down, and he'd be doing amazing. I mean, he was an incredible minor league player. Now, he might be somebody, and I don't know exactly where he is right now, what organization he's with. He was with Minnesota, but he's somebody that might be able to play he might be able to play overseas or in Mexico leagues and things like that and do really well. And, and I don't know the living you can make with that, but hopefully you can make a pretty good living. I don't know. And so anyway, yeah, but so you have some people that you think they're going to be amazing, right? Like James Outman. I mean, just did incredible in the minor level and couldn't manage the big league level, right? And then some people, it takes time for them to develop, even when they get called up, right? So you have someone like Jackson Holiday right now, right? So Jackson Holiday was, I remember when he was getting called up. I mean, his cards were just, his market was just massive. I mean, people buying his stuff up like crazy. And he wasn't all that great, but he's been playing better recently, right? So, and he might end up turning into, an all-star player, right? It could happen. I mean, so sometimes it takes times for people to hit their prime and to be playing well. Tariq, I honestly do think he ends up with the Dodgers. I don't know if any news is broken today or not yet. So who knows? But I do think the Dodgers at least make a run for him. Because first of all, you don't want him, if you're a Dodgers fan, right? You don't want him on Milwaukee. Now, if you're a Milwaukee fan, you really want him, right? You got Miz, you got Skubal. That's a pretty good 1-2 right there for the postseason. Really good. So if I'm Milwaukee, that's pretty good. That's pretty good definitely for a 5-game series. Really good for a 5-game series. Really good for a 7-game series too, but so if you're Dodgers, right, it's like, okay, let me go back to my deal here. Okay. You almost just want to keep them away from competition, really. And I think the Dodgers have the capital to get him. Now, I know a lot of people out there think that he's going to get this major haul. I don't think he is. Because first of all, he's a rental. He's just a rental. Like, it's just, and so it's not like Juan Soto where when the Padres traded for him, Washington got the major haul. Now, those prospects have panned out, right? You had James Wood, you had C.J. Abrams. I want to say you had Mackenzie Gore, which I don't think he's with the Nationals anymore, but you had some pretty big groups go over there, right? And those guys have worked out. C.J. Abrams, James Wood, man, those guys are legit ball players, right? But anyway, you had a big haul for Soto. Why? Because Soto still had, I want to say, at the time, I want to say he had like 3 years of control or something. It was something like that. 2 or 3 years of control. Because he got traded again, right? So I want to say it was, I don't know how long he was with the Padres, but I know I think he got traded to the Yankees and, for a full year of control. and the Padres got some stuff back for him, right? But the Padres had a tough situation there because of their owner situation. They potentially had the opportunity to sign Soto. That was my understanding, is that I think Soto liked it there. Right? Save all card therapy. Save all rookies and big name players. No, I mean, I'm going to give these away. I get it, right? But who is considered a big name player, right? It's a pretty big name, right? I know you're not Anthony Rendon. Everyone knows that name, right? But yeah, I've passed a bunch of Yordan Alvarez cards, but those are all just base cards, right? Let some kid take them. Guarantee you there's some Yordan Alvarez fans out there that would love to have those. I appreciate the feedback, though. I'm looking in here, honestly, to see, do I have any Otanis in here? Not that those are crazy valuable or anything either. I probably already took those out. Who knows? Okay, what is this? Now this looks like I have inserts, right? I have inserts at the back of these. So we've gone through all the base. Here's the rest of the base. And then we have a bunch of upside down cards. Why do I have? And then I probably organize these at some point, right? And so then here's the pick your game, call your shot home run challenge, which obviously there was no point in using that since the season was over probably by the time I grabbed these. Got a Randy Johnson. Got a Pujols. Felix. Max Scherzer. Luis Garcia. Now these are golds right here. Or this is a gold. Right. So this is a numbered gold, 2022, Luis Garcia, right? So it's like, okay, do I maybe set that one aside, put it on my eBay? Darryl Strawberry, Bo Jackson, Verlander. These are all the, this is 35th. This is 2022, 35th. So this is 1987 design. Yelich, Mike Trout, right? Some of these sell, some of them don't. Bryce Harper, Sweet Shades, Andrew McCutchen, Yelich. These are cool cards, right? So these ones, I'll give a lot of these away. Generation Now, Jarren Duran. This is Jarren Duran rookie here. So maybe that one gets sold. These are rainbow foils. Evaldi, another Dodger, right? So people talk about Dodgers trades and so forth. I mean, he had a good career. I don't even know if he's still playing. I know he's with Texas, so he might still be playing with Texas right now. But Dodgers right there. Okay, so I'm going to give a bunch of these away. All these. Bunch of inserts and stuff. Whoa. Knocked my camera. Okay, bunch of inserts. Give those away. And then I got some more inserts here to go through. Then I'm done with this box, and we'll be done there. We'll be done with the live. Found a couple though. I think a couple that I'm going to put up on my eBay. And I mean, they're nothing crazy. Let's see what we have here. These are like a gold foil. They're not numbered. So there's no number on the back. It's like a gold foil. Lorenzo Cain, Shane Bieber, McGuire, Bueller, Simeon, Yachty, Pete Alonso, Ortiz, Rendon on the gold. O'Neal Cruz rookie, like Spencer Strider rookie, right? I already passed one of those. And this is probably just like a rainbow foil here, it looks like. Future stars, definitely a future star. Current star, right? Nolan Ryan there, Willie Adames, Brandon Marsh. Jose Siri. So I'm going to give all those away. Like, it's just a stack of golds, right? So somebody's going to get all sorts of cool cards. I'm going to give those away. Children's Hospital. It's a cool one, right? Maybe whoever gets this will share some of these. What is going on? Okay, there we go. All right, that finishes off that entire box. And we did our giveaway draw. And out of that entire box, I think I'm going to keep these ones and put them up on my eBay. We have a Jarren Duran rookie generation now. We have a Trout, 2022 Trout. Nothing crazy. And then we have a Luis Garcia. Just because it's numbered, I'll put it on there for Houston. So we'll keep those. Those will end up on the eBay. Unless somebody here wants them. So let me know. But that's that, right? So here is all the stuff I'm giving away. Box is now empty. Gone through the whole thing. And we're going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching.